Some wisdom is found on the surface, and some wisdom takes us deeper. Welcome to Get Deep, where we dive into the thoughts, truths, and affirmations that help us grow, reflect, and move forward. I'm Deborah D.E.E.P. Mouton, and every episode we'll explore the power of words, the strength of resilience, and the beauty of introspection. Come in, take a seat, and let's get deep. I grew up in church. Every Sunday, front row on that pew. My dad became a pastor, started off early as a deacon. My mom has always been tangled in the theater ministry or in the praise team. They've always been very active participants in their church groups. And I grew up doing the exact same thing, running the dance ministry and then transitioning into a semi-youth advocate, a youth teacher, and then a licensed minister, something I don't necessarily put on a t-shirt, not because I'm not proud of the accomplishment, but I think my goals and my desires have shifted a bit. I say all that to say, it has been 11 years since I've been a member of a church. It's not that I've lost my faith. It's this weird change that has happened in the ways that we believe in the last few years. And for those church-going people, we know that there has been a decline in younger attendance because I think the traditions and the ways that sometimes church folk go about things don't make the most inclusive space for some of us millennial and under folks. We're still trying to figure out where we fit. I have found that God, for me, lives outside of the church walls. I find myself more connected to my belief in humanity and in kindness and redemption when I'm working with immigrant children or I'm feeding the unhoused. There's something about connecting even in nature that makes me more in awe of the world that God has built. These things and spaces for me have started to feel more like sanctuary. They have built my compassion for the hands of my elders who tell stories and need people to sit at their feet and listen. Those spaces that I believe is what Jesus intended for us to do, to find people to herald and to champion, to heal people with our presence and our words. These things feel more like a poetry slam some nights, some confessional testimony service where everyone has a microphone and 3 minutes and 10 seconds to tell you what they need. I have found God in the people around me. Instead of looking for the people around me to be the only ones that can shepherd in my relationship with God. For me, God is not hiding in a pew or on a pulpit. He's not just in a choir stand or waiting with a large red bucket outside of a chain store for me to donate money. For me, I found God in the places that make me feel the most uncomfortable, the ones that make me wrestle with the things I've believed and force me to see someone else's viewpoint in ways I never would have imagined. Those, I think, are spaces for revelation. Those are spaces for praise and worship. Those change who we are by a very DNA and make us more like heaven sent. So if you are struggling with faith in this way, not in that your beliefs have gone or left, but that you're wrestling to know where to put them, know that there is no space where God doesn't hear you, doesn't meet you, and doesn't show his hand is strong and able to do whatever you need, even if it's outside those church walls. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I hope this moment of reflection stays with you, guides you, and reminds you to keep going. If you found value in this episode, let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram at Live Life Deep and share your thoughts, your wisdom, and your light. And if you're enjoying the podcast, the best way to support it is simple. Subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your support helps others find this space of growth and inspiration. This has been a Gemini's production. You can explore some of the other podcasts on the network by going to GeminisProductions.com or following on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube at Gemini's Productions. Until next time, remember, you've been given today. What you do with it is up to you.